Just launched a brand new website and wondering why it's still invisible on Google? Today, I'm breaking down one of the most important metrics you need to know to get your website noticed: domain rating, or DR. I'll show you why DR matters, how link building can help boost it, and give you a beginner-friendly overview of what these terms mean for ranking. If you're ready to start building authority and get those search engines paying attention, let's get right into it. I'm going to take this example of a newly built website for our agency work, which is conversive.com. Just to give you some background, I set up this website literally last month, and it's just been live. I can see in Google Search Console, which, by the way, is a tool which you should definitely set up if you have a website. It will give you insights about how Google sees your website and what type of impressions and clicks you're getting organically from Google. So as you can see here, there's not much happening. There was just like one click in the last 3 months. So it's basically a brand new website. So with any brand new website, there's not going to be a lot of traffic, which will come automatically. And that's what we are trying to address. There are two fundamental ways through which you can generate traffic. One, obviously, is you can write amazing content, and then Google will pick it up, and hopefully over time, it will understand your website has got really good content, and then it will rank in search results. So that's like a typical way of doing stuff. But at the moment, there's a huge challenge, because if you're talking about a topic where there's already a lot of saturation, where lots of companies or brands have already talked about that topic, then creating some kind of new voice or new angle is going to be hard. So the second technique, or the second way to get your website out there that Google recognizes it, is through backlinks. So imagine you have a website which is fairly new, doesn't have any kind of backlink profile. Backlinking basically means other people linking to your website. So imagine if you get a backlink, or let's say there's a news story on BBC and they talk about your website and they link from BBC to your website. So BBC, as we know, is a reputed brand. It has been on the internet for decades, and because of their influence and because of the quality of their website, they have a backlink profile. Backlinking is relative to different tools. For example, Moz talks about backlinking profile, or they have their own metric. I use ahrefs, which is quite popular in the industry. Ahrefs is a tool to look at your SEO, manage your SEO, and every website on the internet usually has an ahrefs DR, which is domain rating. So let's imagine BBC have a domain rating of 90. So if a website like BBC gives you a backlink, that means your website is, either has got something valuable, and that's why BBC is obviously linking to you. And because of that, your DR, which is domain rating, will eventually go up. So it starts with 0 for a barely new website, and then the moment you start links or backlinking to your website, it will start crawling up. So effectively, when you build a very strong link from a very strong website, your domain rating will increase depending on a lot of metrics. So I'm just giving an example here that will go from 0 to 1. It could even go from 0 to 5, but it gets harder and harder the moment you get to 50, 60, 70. So this is a number between 0 to 100. So we started the exact same thing. So instead of going to BBC, which we can't, obviously, our website has got 3 links at the moment. Actually, it's got like 2 links which we realistically built. So when I look here, Conversive has a domain rating of 5, which is interesting because it was at 0 before, and now it has 5 with 4 backlinks. And out of these 4 backlinks, we actually built 2. So let me show you what we did. So if I click on backlinks here, we have 2 backlinks coming from our website. So Link Panda is one website which I own with a business partner. Apexture is my agency website. I don't know where these has come from. They don't have like a high DR anyway, so I'm going to exclude those. But if you look at Link Panda, it has a domain rating of 41, and Apexture has a domain rating of 61. The moment a high DR website gives you a backlink, which will effectively increase your profile. So how we did it, we basically, on our agency website, we just added a link for Conversio because this is a partner website, and we just linked on the Learn More button, and it just goes there. And just by building those two strong links, we were able to increase the backlink profile to 5. So over a long time, once you start doing this, there's obviously quite a few ways of building backlinks, which I'm going to talk about shortly. But this is how you effectively do it. You just build backlinks to your site. And if I show you here, these are all the different projects which we currently manage inside ahrefs, this tool which we have. And have a look at this one, which is basically our agency website. And it has a very strong DR of 61. Because of that, we are able to generate traffic about 5,500 visitors a month through Google, through obviously organic SEO. So which is really great because it means that we don't have to spend money to get that traffic. It comes in every month. And the way you would effectively go about, so obviously your first question would be, how do I build backlinks if I don't have any third-party websites, or if this is my first website, how do I build backlinks? There's a huge industry. I mean, this whole industry is pretty huge. You will have to join certain Slack groups where people share backlinks. So what they do effectively is, if let's say they have a website A and they have a website B, and then yours is, let's say, C. So what they would do is they would say, oh, we will link our website to you and you link it back to B. So that way, for Google, it doesn't come across unnatural, because if, for example, you give a backlink from A to C and C gives it back to A, then that would be obviously very weird in Google's eyes, because Google will be like, why are you doing this exchange of links? And that was something which they penalized back in the days. But before that, it was actually a normal practice that people would give each other backlinks. Although everyone says that this is the ethical way of doing link building, but I don't see how it's ethical, because you effectively are just exchanging stuff for no particular reason, just to increase your domain rating. So that's one way where if you do this, it's called an ABC link exchange. So if you Google it up, you will see lots of communities. There's lots of groups where people do that. The other thing how you can get backlinks is going to be if you pay someone. So let's imagine you have Forbes.com. Forbes.com is a very reputed website with high DR, has been in the industry for like decades and decades. So they produce content on their website, and you can effectively pay Forbes to get a sponsored article on their website. So you can pay anywhere between, let's say, $700 to $2,000, depending on like who you talk to and depending on how big this article is going to be. But realistically, somewhere between that number, you will be able to publish an article from on Forbes.com, which will talk about your website, and effectively you will get a backlink. But here's the catch. Sometimes they would say, oh, we will give you a backlink, but we would put a tag called no index. So no index basically tells Google, do not go to that website from this link. So even though Google sees a link to your website, and it will effectively, you can see it, but you don't go there, which means you won't effectively get that DR value. But I have noticed in the industry, even if you have a no index put on a link, you still get something. Although this is not like widely popular, but I'm pretty sure Google still takes that into account, because that link is coming from Forbes. And if you're really good, let's say you produce something so good, so viral, which is obviously not easy, as I say it, because I've never been able to do something which became so viral and then we got on all the publications. That's almost kind of impossible. Not impossible, it's just very, very hard. So the other thing which we have used in the past is called Brand Push. Brand Push is a website which will take in a guest post, and then it will post your story on these different websites like MSN, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, and these are quite popular media websites or media outlets out there. And if you want a backlink from them, you can pay Brand Push. They have different packages, and within that you can see you can get like an AP, Associated Press, or you can get Business Insider for almost most of them. And so you basically buy this package of $795 and you will get all these backlinks which they will build by publishing your news article across this network of websites. So again, this has to be taken with some kind of, you have to be mindful, because you need to realize that you can't fool Google at the end of the day. It just needs to look very natural. So I would say start by building links from websites which you already have or have connections with, and then effectively increase that by doing ABC exchanges. And then, you could have a budget for link building, or you could also speak to us on linkpanda.co and we can help you out there. And you have also brand push. So that's how effectively you would increase your DR, which will effectively increase your overall visibility across the internet and get you more traffic for free. The next other common approach to building backlinks is to have strong social profiles. So at the moment, there are so many. So there's actually a website called namechecker.com, which I'm going to actually link in the description as well. You can put in your brand name here. For example, I just put a random brand name called Sharks, and it shows me if that name is available against different social media websites. So I could then go out on that platform and register the name, and then effectively also create a backlink, because every time they say put it in your About Us section, I would put in the URL of my website, effectively creating a backlink to my website. So Google will take that into account as well. And over a period of time, if you, let's say, then pick a few profiles like Facebook and Twitter and maybe LinkedIn, and you share good quality content on there, Google will recognize that and also will consider that towards your, let's say, link profile. So yes, it's not as easy as it sounds, because you'll have to, like, obviously first of all register for all these things, but also be consistent in terms of posting really good quality content where people can actually follow and like and subscribe and do all that sort of stuff. For example, one of my channels, like YouTube, brings in a lot of traffic every month to my agency website as well as my personal website. So it does definitely work, and it's a good signal indicator to Google and different search engines that yes, you have a strong profile, not just through links, but overall as a brand. Another way of building backlinks is by sharing your expertise. There's a website called feature.com, and when you sign up to feature.com, it'll give you this option where you can see all the different questions people are asking. So when you click on this questions link, it'll show all the different questions which people are asking for their website. So let's suppose there's a question on what's one way employees can approach the sensitive topic of mental health with their boss. Please provide an example of how this conversation can be handled professionally and constructively. So this will be posted on fastcompany.com, and the deadline is about 21 hours. So you can click on this button answer, and then based on obviously what you will reply, there can be a chance where your contribution will be posted along with your link. So for example, you would enter your name and you would put your LinkedIn profile, your job title, and your company name. And only when you are actually working or affiliated with that company on LinkedIn, you can post as that company. So this is yet another way where you can easily go and answer these questions, and you can even filter them. So for example, if I'm interested in asking or answering a marketing question, so I can look at all these questions and see what is something which I can contribute to. So for example, Grit Daily has this question: how do you strike the right balance between automated marketing processes and maintaining a personalized human touch? I think I can answer that. So I can click answer, put in my answer here is about 2,500 character limit. And this, I would recommend not to use AI, because this is your way of like expressing yourself with your experience and your expertise, and that is what counts here. So I think this is a very good way of building links, because we have done this before, and we also ask other contributors to write for us, but not like as a guest post, but more of a code. So for example, you see here, this is a code which I have written for my own blog post, but we have sometimes people from different websites or different brands. So for example, this person has given us a code which we put here, and we also gave them like a backlink. But it's very organic, it's very natural, doesn't feel like there has been a commercial transaction behind the scenes. Now that you got a handle on domain rating and link building, you're ready to start and growing your site's authority. But if you're serious about building a complete online business, I've got a course that takes you step by step through everything you need, from finding the perfect brand name, setting up your website, to using tools like Cloudflare, Tag Manager, and even how to use ChatGPT to optimize your content. Just head over to wasimbashir.com/launch to check out all the details. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.